Good morning, everybody. It's April 21st. And we are moving through with this learn from home thing. I hope you're doing okay because I'm doing okay. The first thing I want to talk to you about is that my goals for this have not changed. My goals for teaching have not changed. My first goal is to try to make everything as clear to you as possible, instruction wise. So if you see an instruction for an assignment that you don't quite understand, please text me. But that's why I'm making the videos. That's why I'm writing reminds. That's why I'm posting on Google Classroom. Please make sure you're watching the videos. Make sure you're reading the instructions. I've had several people that did the dialectical journals incorrectly because they didn't read the assignment. I've had several people that have messaged me for things that you don't need because you haven't read the instructions. So read the instructions. It's critical at this point in time. And don't forget, message me if you don't understand those instructions. I am always about being as clear as possible. I told you that day one. My goal still remains. I want to be clear. I don't want to be the reason that you don't understand something. So make sure you're following through, reading, watching, listening, and reaching out to me. I can't help you if I don't know there's not a problem. If I don't know there's a problem. So the first thing I want to talk to you about today is that office hours for probably this week and definitely this week and maybe into next week are going to be appointment based because I need to have conversations with people about their grades and about getting on track because I have several people that are way off course that are real far behind, and I don't want you to feel like all this work is piled up on you. So we need to get together, we need to make a plan, we need to think about what we can do. So office hours are going to be by appointment only. Well, how do you get an appointment? Okay, so I went ahead and I made this handy dandy document, and I am going to share it with you so that you can see this is the document. So you can sign up for your day. If somebody's name is already blank, don't erase their name. That's not cool. But sign up. I have, of course, Monday is done, and so you can't sign up for Monday. But sign up here all the way from 10 to 1. If you need something later than 1, please message me. We'll have to work that out because I got to do something with this kid. But let me know. Please reach out to me. If I have texted you and said, hey, let's meet, then hey, let's meet. If you want to talk about your grades, hey, let's talk about your grades. If you want to say, hey, am I on track? And you just want that verbal affirmation, sign up. If it takes less than 10 minutes, beautiful. I don't mind. But when your time comes up, so at about 10:20 or so, I will text you the link. I'll be like, here's the meet code. Come on in. The room is free. I want to do this because when we're talking about grades, it's a private thing, and I don't want to like air your business everywhere. I hate sending them through a mind because I don't know who's got your phone. I hate sending it on Google Classroom because, oh my God, there's so many notifications from Google Classroom. So if I haven't responded to an email, it's probably because it's buried in Google Classroom notifications because I get an email every single time. But just keep at me if I've missed something. But here I'm gonna release this to you. You can sign up for whatever day and time you want. I will have a schedule for next week. If we go into next week, there are 50 time slots here. I think that's more than enough. The next thing that I want to talk about is, and I especially want people who are behind to come in and talk to me about this, but it's not just for those people. If you want to come in and talk to me about a thing, I have a 10-minute block for you to come in and talk to me about a thing. 11 goes into 20-minute blocks after that, because 11 is about the time that my son gets a little antsy and is having a hard time being independent. He's 4, almost 4. But I'll get you in sometime between 11 and 11:20. So that'll work there. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about was how good that Peregrine Pickle discussion was. I didn't have the chance to comment on everybody's answers because grades were due, but I was reading through that Google Chat classroom discussion, and it was so good. It was so refreshing. It made me so happy to hear y'all discussing literature. That's the thing that I really enjoy. I know that passage is weird and goofy and doofy, and the names are odd and it's old, but y'all did such a good job with that. I want to give special shout outs to the purple and the blue team. Like there were some really, really good conversations in the purple and the blue team. I really enjoyed reading that. It made me feel good about being a teacher. So just because I didn't comment, just because I didn't give you a little emoji, please realize that I read those and I was going through those and I was really, really happy with what I saw. The next thing that we're going to be talking about is The Rivers by Flannery O'Connor. Flannery O'Connor is a Southern writer, and I've given y'all, well, Mr. Cox has given y'all a little blurb on her. Mr. Cox loves Flannery O'Connor. Which is odd because, I'm the Southern female. But he loves Flannery O'Connor. So here's Flannery O'Connor. It is a little bit longer, but it's a little more straightforward than Peregrine because it's much more modern. If you don't understand some of the Southernisms in it, reach out. I got you. But so in the fact that it is longer, we've done a couple of things differently than we would have done last week. Your annotations. You can annotate in Cami, which I really enjoy. I think Cami is easy, but I know that for a piece this long, it can get obnoxious, like highlight, comment. That's an annoying little thing that can sometimes happen. So if you want to do your annotations in the form of like bulleted notes, you can do your annotations in the form of bulleted notes that you just submit. You can fill out this document instead. I think this document is actually very helpful because it's guiding you toward that Q2 analysis, and it's giving you the steps. So if you're taking the AP exam, I highly suggest filling this out. So you don't have to do both of those things. You don't have to go and highlight on Cami. You don't have to print it and highlight it and fill out this. It's one or the other. So annotate in Cami, print it, annotate, takes pictures. That would be annoying because it's a little longer. Or fill out this document. However you choose to let that happen, I'm happy with that. I had a couple people that had some technological differences last week, and we worked it out. Just let me know. Don't sit there and quietly freak out. Like, let me know and we can brainstorm an idea together. This is new territory for everybody. It'll be okay. So this document right here is shared with you, but only where you can see it. If you want to make your own copy of this document, don't click up here and go share and don't, say, hey, request access. Instead, don't request access. That's going to send me an email and it's going to be like, hey, John wants access to this document. And I can't give you access because if you start changing the master copy, then it looks weird for everybody. So you got to make your own copy. To do that, you go over to File, Make a Copy, and you have your own copy. And you can have it for whatever you want, however you want. I would actually have a copy, maybe print it out or have it on hand if you take an AP test, because it's going to give you the order of operations to break down that prompt and break it down fast. So for this week, read and annotate. Because the story is longer, we took our Wednesday assignment and our Friday assignment and we mushed them together. So what you'll be doing this week is you'll read and annotate, and then on Wednesday, we are going to release 3 claims. And so remember, a claim is like a topic, sentence, and a paragraph. So you have your introduction, and you have claim 1, paragraph, claim 2, paragraph, claim 3. We're going to release 3 claims onto the Google chat, and you will pick one of those claims. Uno. Ni? I don't know. What is one in Japanese? I think it's ni. So you'll pick one and you will write that paragraph. So instead of having a conversation and then writing a thing, you're writing a thing on Wednesday to Friday. You have that time limit. So we essentially squish 2 assignments into one so that it's a little more streamlined. So read, annotate, then on Wednesday, those claims will be posted. This is what that is going to look like. Here is a document I'm going to release to you so you can see it. This is about the story. It's the same information I've already posted. Then the directions here, the things that I just said. And then when we get the claims will be going here. Those claims aren't 100% done yet. We want to make sure that they're straightforward, but also sort of going to that Q2 analysis. So those claims will be posted Wednesday. This document will be shared with you, probably with this video, but don't look for those claims to be there until probably later today. Definitely by tomorrow morning. Okay, so let me stop sharing my screen real fast. It's me again. if you're wondering, I have graded the IRP ICE that we did before we left school. I needed to do that because I wanted to read literature stuff, and they were all really pretty good, and I was pretty happy with them. I was a little nicer on the grading because there's not going to be a Q3 on the exam, so I was just happy to read literature stuff. I graded dialectical journals. I caught several people with plagiarism, so don't make that happen for you. Um, you know, that's not the way to go. This is the internet, and I use it pretty well, so be better than that. I've also graded the Pickle annotations and the discussion, so those are the new grades that are going in there. I am currently grading that assignment from Friday, the Pickle assignment from Friday, where you read the essay and discussed it. I am also catching up on makeup work, so just give me a minute. That's going to take some time. And you were late with it, so it's the bottom of my list. AP announcements. If you are taking the AP exam, you need to be checking your email. Whatever email you signed up for College Board, you need to be checking that. You need to be looking in the junk file just to make sure it didn't go to the junk file. They're going to send you a survey. Hey, are you taking the AP Lit exam? You click yes, you click no, whatever. And then they're going to send you, but they're doing that so that they can see who is engaged in the email, because they're going to send you a ticket to sign up for your test. It'll give the link, it'll give the info, it'll give the instructions. I don't know, those tickets have started to come out, but I don't know if everybody has gotten them yet. They said late April, but I don't know what late April is. So start checking that email. Keep it in mind. If you don't have it by the end of this week, reach out to me, reach out to Mr. Young, see what's going on. But start checking your AP email. That's super duper important. Like I said, you need to start deciding where you're going to take this exam, like what room are you going to lock yourself in, what computer are you going to use, is it going to be charged, if you have problems like the internet dies or your laptop dies or whatever, there is an incident report. So there is something you can fill out, and there is a makeup test date. So don't think that if your computer crashes in the middle of a test that it's the end of the world. It'll be okay. We'll get there. All right. So IRP, that's the other big thing that I keep getting a lot of emails about. And I know that we said April 20th or whatever when we pushed the date back, and the best laid plans of mice and men, guys. When school canceled, we didn't know what was going to happen, and we were like, let's push it back. Right now, I just need you to put a big old pin in the IRP. If you started it and you're like, hey, but I can finish it like this week. Okay, do that. We're looking at it as a possible replacement grade or as a supplemental grade. We're not 100% sure yet because we don't know what this looks like. But pause on IRP, put that on the back burner, focus on Peregrine Pickle, focus on the rivers. Next week, there's not a new piece to read. We're going to go back and we're going to look at the rivers because it's a longer piece, so we're going to spend 2 weeks on it. So don't fret. There's not new work on Monday. It's just continuation of the rivers. Okay. I hope that this has helped a little bit. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. Sign up for those meetings, especially if you're behind, especially if you're concerned about your grade. I want to talk to you. I want to make a plan. I don't want you to fail. May 8th, I want everybody to be done because I want to be done. Okay, so everybody be done. If you want a better grade, I don't have a problem with you like boosting your GPA. I get it in these weird times. Reach out to me, sign up, do what you need to do, and I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. It's almost Friday, I guess. Bye, guys. I miss you.